It's Friday, January 6, 2012, and here's what's happening in other news. In other news is brought to you by RingCentral.com. It's the #1 cloud-based phone system for your business. Start your 30-day risk-free trial at RingCentral.com. Welcome to Another News. I'm Iyaz Tony.
I'm Tony Wayne.
And I'm Liz Romero.
And this is the show where we take a laid-back look at the tech news beyond the usual headlines. You're not going to see horrible patent wars in here. You're not going to be dealing with SOPA and just the doom and gloom of tech news. Not on this show. So let's lead off first with Metro PCS deciding to sign up a deal with a bunch of broadcasters like Fox and NBC to bring live television to their phones. Now, they're not the only company doing this. There's another company called Filmon, which is introducing an ATSC tuner for iOS and Android devices. And the concept is, again, so you can get live TV on your phone. Now, I don't really understand why people would want to watch live television on a phone. I mean, when I was a kid, we had like Sony Watchmen, and these were like little portable televisions with an antenna.
So awesome.
But the thing is, back then, you couldn't get a television signal very easily because if you're on the go, it doesn't make any sense. Now, the way the standards are now, it's supposed to be a little bit easier to get access to live video. But does anybody really want to watch live television on their phone?
I will mention this, and I will rephrase. The Metro, I've always known it as Getro. So you're having the ghetto phone company is trying to do something that was done a long time ago, and I don't understand it. The only thing I can see this for is people are fanatics. Like, you're stuck at your fiance's baby shower, and you really want to watch the game, and you don't want everyone evil glaring you. Maybe you want to watch like some sports game. That's the only purpose I see of this, really, where you don't want to be evil glared by all your to-be wife's friends.
I'm thinking Sling works for that instead.
Right.
Why
I
would you
mean,
bother?
okay, do you have cable
It would be
service?
discreet.
I mean,
It would be discreet, though. You're not like on your huge iPad. Like,
Well, you can have Sling.
It's actually pretty obvious if you're watching something on your phone because you're...
well, that's because your phone is gigantic.
Oh, and by the way, if you're gonna
your
do
phone
this,
is the size of a Bible.
You probably... Okay, so in Japan, they have this...
you could be like this.
It's a very common thing to have TV tuners in Japan on your mobile devices, right? On your laptops, on your phones. And there's a little extra antenna. So I'm hoping they're going to add an antenna.
You want an antenna so it's more bluntly obvious?
But you need one. I mean, I got a little UMPC from Japan, and it came with a digital tuner and a little antenna. You got to pull it out. It's, like 10 inches long.
See, I'm wondering whether people actually still has cable. I would never, ever, ever have this be like my first go-to. This would be my like emergency where, like, if I was stuck at some godforsaken baby shower, like, I would probably be like, if there was a Giants game on and I was stuck there because my boss forced me to and I couldn't use work as an excuse, that was my old job, then I would literally, I'd probably be in the corner and they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm texting my mom. Like, Giants, do it. Like, I would be doing that.
There are a lot of apps that bring sports to your phone and things like that, but I don't understand why you would need to have this built. I mean, I like the Metro PCS version instead of the Filmon version because the Filmon one is a giant attachment to your phone, so it's not even like discreet. Look,
That's
here it
terrible.
is. You can see the size of it. It's just.
It's red.
It's basically the size of a USB key attached to an iPhone right there.
That's terrible.
The other thing is Filmon also offers streaming over the web, and that'll cost you another couple of bucks. There's a subscription fee for that. So either you're using their tuner to get over the air, or you're paying them to get, well, what might not be so legal streaming. I don't think that a 30-inch device, like, I couldn't just go, okay, you know what? I'm going to watch TV on this thing.
Well, I watched my...
Okay, we're all cord cutters here, right? Kind of.
Nope.
She's
okay.
not.
I'm not.
Okay, so she's not. Are you?
Yes.
Okay.
Just over the air.
So...
And
we're not watching TV. And
Well,
I watch TV.
No, but I do watch television. I watch over-the-air television. That's the thing. I like a lot of the broadcast stuff, like ABC, NBC, Fox, CBS. Right? They have some of the best shows.
Did you just say Fox?
Well, Fox has. Well, I like Raising Hope.
Okay.
I like that show.
Okay.
It's actually pretty good.
Okay.
Anyway, but I mean, I don't know why you would need this in a phone. Now, I'm saying that it's okay with the whole Sling thing, but I don't know if Metro PCS is going to be differentiated because look, they have live TV on your phone.
Is it just kind of desperation move for Metro PCS
Getro.
to get more
Well, so people
subscriber and
stop thinking
also
like that. That's why they have the Android phones now. They have LTE now. I mean, they actually have some decent things out there.
I've always known it as a Getro. So I think they're trying to get out of it. I always know as the people that would have Metro were the people that didn't want to have contracts and couldn't be, found through their phone. So they always did the Metro. That's why all my friends still to this day, we all call it Getro.
onto an iPhone app called Gym Packed. Now, here's what it does. It wants to help you get to the gym. You know, it's the new year. Everyone's like, I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to go to the gym. Everyone signs up and they end up not going. Now, they're going to incentivize you by doing this. You tell it how many days you're going to go to the gym. Then you assign a dollar value to it. And if you go, you will get rewarded back. You get paid by the money that's put in by people who didn't go. Because if you don't go, you get penalized. So you got to pay these guys, and basically the money's transferring that way. So would you guys be actually incentivized to go to the gym? I mean, the weird thing is you're already paying the subscription fee for the gym, right? You're paying a monthly fee. You're locked into like a year contract or whatever ridiculous thing they have. If somebody said, hey, I want to pay you $5 extra to go.
Could this hurt my credit score?
Wait, what? How is this?
If I don't actually go to the gym.
Is this a conspiracy with gyms and like they're, you know, all these gyms are like, hey, we're gonna up our fees and why don't you guys wear all this service? By the way, I want to try this, but I can't.
What, Gym Packed?
Yeah.
For iOS only right now.
Yeah.
And the way, by the way, they can tell that you're at the gym is you check in. So you also run into the issue of people just like walking by the gym and pushing a button, I guess.
I'm going to walk by 24 Fitness every day now.
But I mean, if you're going to be that, I guess, that much of a cheat when
Oh.
it comes to this, because you're working very hard to cheat at a game.
But you are still getting exercise though.
Yeah.
You're walking to the gym to check in
Well,
to
you
leave.
can drive, I guess, and sit outside in the lot and push the button, right?
If you're gonna walk, then
I just
it's no exercise at all.
on their site they explained Gym Packed that in their tests, like they had a 90% success rate. Lots of people were going to the gym. It made a
So
lot
this
of
is
sense.
through iTunes Store where you get your points, your money through. So all of a sudden, next you know, I owe iTunes like hundreds of dollars because I'm like,
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm going to go to the gym.
I don't think
I
times
think
a
you
day.
probably have to give them your credit
it
card.
actually goes toward
Yeah.
like through this company. So I don't know if Apple's getting a cut of it.
It's $5 a day if you miss a day. So
Minimum penalty set of $5 a day.
minimum.
Yeah.
Dude, that adds up real quick.
If you have to pay, the money gets taken out of your credit card and goes straight into a community pot, which gets divided and doled out to everyone who actually went. That's how this works.
Wait, just
Oh,
divide
it's
it
a
up
weird
into-
potluck thing?
Well,
It's a
Oh.
potluck gym? What?
Well, no, I mean like, so it's like when you have a betting pool or like a pool, right? You put in money, and the winner, the person who actually succeeds, gets what they need. And the coffee is here because this is our last 9:30 a.m. show. Here is the wonderful Greg in the chat room.
Brian's brother.
Look at that, thank you. Can we get a shot of this? We have my coffee with my name and a smiley face because they don't know me very well.
Can we get a shot of my name too?
Oh yeah?
I totally
What you
can
didn't hear
do
off
that.
camera was the coffee girl apparently liked my name.
It's
Was
fancy.
the coffee girl
They-
you?
They don't
Greg?
like my name.
What's that? I will definitely pick that up.
Okay, so this
I
is
just couldn't
just
drink the coffee. I promise, John.
see, I want
we
to go
need
to
a
the gym
camera.
all the time, but I don't see this happening
We need a-
personally.
yeah, John,
What
you
if
the
you?
shot of?
What if?
So go to Liz's shot, Chad. No, come in.
Well, no, he should be right there. Ah!
I promise to that man back there that Liz is tickling the video that I will pick up after myself. I promise.
Oh, I like this shot.
Scout's honor. I'm not even a scout, so let's move on
You
to.
see him bouncing on his ball. Jeremy bounces on a ball. I am not the only one.
Where's the telephone in the conference room?
It was right here last for a.
We're looking for.
I don't
We're
know.
having a crisis. We don't know where the.
This is why
phone
this
is
is still an alpha show, or we're beta.
Yeah, on the 20th we go beta. No, it's okay.
We'll be beta.
Anyway, let's go on to even a crazier story. Kanye West, via a series of bizarre tweets, outlines a new venture called Donda, or Donda, I guess. And he explains this design venture. Here are some quotes of the tweets. We want to help simplify and aesthetically improve everything we see, hear, touch, taste, and feel. And then, quote, we can collectively affect the world through design. We need to pick up where Steve Jobs left off. And he went on to explain that he also wants to help redesign the MTV Award and all kinds of bizarre design aspects. Okay.
Boo.
I can't wait to see his logo.
Why?
I don't know.
Because if it's an ugly logo.
It's gonna be crazy. I just can't wait to.
It's gonna be neon. It's gonna flash.
Wouldn't it
It's gonna
be-
transform.
It'd be Kanye's face, right? He's kind of a egomaniac. Why wouldn't it be that way?
It's got a big ego, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Takes the stage away from sweet little
Now, you
Country
guys were all
girls.
upset about this.
Oh,
Yesterday,
it's
when we were talking about this, a lot of people were like, how dare you compare yourself to Steve Jobs? What are you going to do about this? But, like,
we weren't doing the compare thing. It's just kind of like, what are you going to do? Like, I don't like. Since when are you ever been in technology? It's like, I need a new hobby. I'm gonna try to be Steve Jobs.
if you were like rich beyond belief, and then you had a bunch of yes men surrounding you all the time, and you're like, hey, I got this idea. You know, I'm a genius and all.
Yes.
So I have this idea. I want to do a design. I'm gonna go out on Twitter and write out this whole thing. What are you gonna, yeah, see, exactly. You're like, see?
Yes.
Tony says it's a good idea.
You what? You were not about this when we did the prep thing. You were against it, like I was.
He's being the yes man.
I was being the yes man tonight.
Oh, okay.
Next time we'll have a
I was
lower
about
third
to
for
like
yes man.
reach over and just, yeah, that's right.
You
Like
can't reach
traitor
that far.
to the crown. That's what you are, sir.
You can't reach. I don't know.
Did you buy anything? How about this? Are you looking forward to the first Donda product or Donda product?
I would like to see what he comes up with. I mean, we don't know. I mean, maybe he.
Wild-
So
Really,
isn't he trying to make it so that technology is more for other people? Wasn't that what it?
Well, I think it's about design here. So I'm thinking, here's wild speculation time, okay? Android tablet.
no,
Kanye West Android tablet. It's preloaded with Kanye's face as the wallpaper, with music, because why not?
Okay, so his music is a ringtone. I want to say he'll come up with his own cell phone branded, and
Oh, yeah.
the-
maybe headphones,
the
too.
headphones will be purple.
Purple.
It's
What do you
gold.
think?
Well, I thought part of this was he wants to make it so that technology is more affordable for more people. Or am I thinking something else?
I think you're right about that. But
No, I
don't
thought that
know.
was part of it, that he wanted to have it so that people who can't afford this technology
Yes.
will have it.
You're right. Making
So
products
he's
and
trying to make
experience-
technology for the homeless.
making products and experiences that people want and can afford.
Yeah. Sweet. So all the people that drink Crown with him, who spend all their money on liquor, he's trying to make it so they can also pay for technology.
Okay, so that, but the things they have, these affordable things, will look nice. They won't look like,
And they will have an expectancy lights of
It's probably gonna run Android.
it'll run whatever it is. It'll run Android. It doesn't matter if it's like a blanket. It'll run Android.
electrical blankets.
We'd like to thank Ring Central because they're sponsoring today's episode. When we needed a business phone for this studio, you've seen this massive studio. You saw everyone working at their desks. We needed phones for like the first time. It used to be in the cottage there was like one cordless phone that would get passed around, but that's not the situation here.
I would always die on batteries because it was never on the plug.
So with Ring Central, there's no startup costs, no PBX box in the basement. It's affordable. It's easy to set up, and we get a lot more features than with the PBX. There's fax in my inbox. Works with smartphones. It's got apps, so this is kind of neat. So if you don't actually have a landline style phone, you could get it on your iPhone or your Android device, and you can access your voicemails and your contacts right through there. So you don't need to remember everybody's extension either. So it's kind of a neat thing. It's all built in. It's all networked, so you don't have to even input anything. So I was playing with this yesterday. Even works on an iPod Touch. You can actually just make a call over VoIP. And the cost is only $25 per month per user and includes unlimited usage. Definitely check it out at Ring Central. You'll find out why it's the #1 cloud phone system for business. Get rid of that old PBX system in the basement. Get Ring Central. We trust them. We use them. And you should try them too. Start right now with a 30-day risk-free trial at ringcentral.com, or you can even call them. That's right. You can call them up at 1-800-800-4070. That's 1-800-800-4070. One more time, 800-800-4070. That's at ringcentral.com. And we thank them for their support of Ion and TWiT in general.
I just called you from my work number on my
is
cell
that
phone.
why I had my iPod just go off?
Yeah, because I just called you. Yeah.
This
This thing is a lifesaver for me. Are you kidding me?
No, you have a bunch of rules set up.
I have so many rules set up that make it so I love it. One of the reasons why I love Ring Central is because I actually work Tuesday through Saturday. So most people actually work Monday through Friday, most businesses. So when we did Fundraisers Limited, they would constantly be calling me for important stuff on Mondays. But I'm sorry, I'm not going to give you my personal cell phone number, so you're bugging me all the time on my days off. So what I would do is I would get all the messages on my Ring Central app, be able to call them back from my work number if it was really important, and they wouldn't be able to bug me back unless I wanted them to. And then you tried calling me last night, but no, you couldn't call me because it was after hours. So
That's
it just
right.
went directly
Right
to my
to
voicemail. Burned. I love this. It is my friend.
That's Ring Central, so try it out, ringcentral.com. On to something strange we're trying out called Burke's Workshop.
Woo!
Let's roll this. We got to talk to Burke, and you'll get to know him if you haven't met him before. And here's how
He's
it
jolly.
went. We're here at the TWiT Roundtable set. You've seen this on TWiT, Forecast, all kinds of shows. But did you know behind this wall is the legend? There's a workshop, and this is Burke. This is Burke's workshop, or part of it anyway. And for Ion, we're going to start showing you what's actually happening behind the scenes. And this here is Burke, and we haven't discussed it with him. But what do you say? We follow you around and we see what you're doing so that people know what's going on in Burke's workshop.
I didn't get the memo.
You didn't get the memo?
No.
You didn't get the fax? We sent an email. You know, we sent official.
I might get the email.
You didn't get the email?
Well, yeah. Okay. I guess that's all right.
All right. So this is actually workspace for 2 people, which means you do the work of 2 people,
Yeah,
as far as I know.
Often.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to be following you around this week. You're going to be setting up for CES or packing up. It's going to be insane.
Yep. Yep. The basement is destroyed right now, so yeah, everything's spread out all over the place. It's
All right.
perfect.
So we're going to see what he's doing. Well, Burke's actually working downstairs, so what we need to do is go downstairs and we're going to use a conveyor belt. Actually, I'm not going to go down. Tony, you're behind the camera. Get on the belt. Come on, get on the belt. Get on the belt. So you made it safely down the conveyor belt. That's good. We found Burke down here. You know what we didn't do? We didn't actually explain what Burke does. Burke, what do you do?
What do I do?
Yes.
I maintain the studio.
Uh-huh.
I repair things a lot. I break things occasionally. I broke my soldering iron fixing something else, so I'm using this crappy soldering iron to fix something.
What are you fixing right now? Or what are you breaking right now?
I'm fixing this snake that we'll use at CES. It's basically you plug it in to your mixer and it extends, 16 channels of audio, however long your snake is. Ours are about 50 feet, so we just have to plug in.
So did you
The
personally...
mic's like, this far away from the table.
Did you personally break this yourself so you could fix it?
I did not break it to fix it.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's a very cheap quality. So they're shoddily constructed, crappy connectors. So I'm replacing a couple of connectors too before we go to CES.
So what's the stress level before CES? It's nowadays. It's Thursday. We're going to go to CES. You guys are going tomorrow in a car.
Yeah,
You excited? You're stressed?
I wouldn't exactly call it excited.
Are you dreading it?
I'm not dreading it, no. But yeah, we're packing up a lot of our equipment. We have to finish packing up a lot of it today, load the truck. And Liz is going to be my co-pilot, co-driver,
Would you guys be
co-pilot.
doing a wandering Burke's workshop while you're on the road?
He'll be doing a sleeping Burke's Road Shop while I drive.
Road shop. Road shop's a whole other show.
Yep.
So you guys are going on a road trip as this is being shown, actually, because it'll be Friday.
Yeah.
You guys excited? Yeah? You gonna play any driving games?
See how many pictures I can take of Burke in a different position while sleeping?
Sounds like a great idea. What do you think, Colin?
She wins.
Whoa. Why am I here?
And that does it for this first edition of Burke's Workshop. We'll be checking in with him periodically until he beats us off with a stick.
Or solders us to death.
Which might be early soon.
Well, because we're inhaling all the soldering fumes, which is always good for anybody.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
That was the lovely and gracious Burke McQuinn doing an amazing piece for us. And that was Tony behind the camera actually riding the conveyor belt. Liz with the surprise cameo. And so, yeah, you'll see a little bit more of that stuff. We might actually ask Burke how to do some of the stuff he's showing off. Like, we should have asked him how he's soldering, because if you've never done that...
With the ghetto one?
Well, the other things, you probably want ventilation. And I wasn't kidding about the soldering fumes. You don't really want to inhale those. But that's why we're so lively this morning On to another crazy new bit, Ion Theater.
Woo! Yes.
It's all up to chat.
I've been waiting for this, man. Waiting for it. Wait, where's their thing?
We're getting there. There we go. There we are. We're watching the Kickstarter. This is for Time Lapse Plus.
This is majestic, guys.
Can we hear it in the monitor, though? Can we hear a little bit of it?
Ooh!
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
I don't know exactly what we're watching yet. This is a Kickstarter video for Time Lapse Plus, okay?
So epic.
Do you want to just like be out in the world frolicking right now? Because I do. I want to frolic.
I feel like challenging the world now. It's like,
Oh, there's barbed
Watching
wire in our
Michael
face.
Bay movie. This is the next Transformers.
Whoa! I can actually see the color of my hair occasionally.
Hi, thanks for
Whoa.
watching this Kickstarter video.
hi.
I like your
I'm
mustache.
a photographer and an engineer.
Bring the music back.
I'm especially excited about
under
this
there.
project because it
Wait, hang on, what does
combines
he do?
both
The
of
music's
those
silent.
passions and makes new things
It's an
possible
engineering
with
photography project.
The name of the project is the Time Lapse Plus.
Yay!
It's an intervalometer, among
Looks so
other
pretty.
things, which is a timer for the SLR camera, making
can't pick his
possible
nose,
time
but I
lapses
wish I
of the
could.
song
Music
at the beginning
player?
of the video.
It looks like
There's the
Thought
music.
has gone into this design. From this durability.
Oh,
and
look,
small
it's got like
size
a,
of
it's
the
got like a
case,
schematic.
I see dots.
That must mean it
compact
works.
electronic
Chips.
design,
I saw dots.
Ooh,
Did you guys see
soldering.
dots?
user-friendly
Perk soldering.
interface.
Ooh.
Here
It looks
is
like one of
the
those old
latest
creative
Time Lapse Plus
Zens.
prototype.
Yeah, you have one of those
It has a
on the shelf.
USB port.
Ooh,
online,
in our
rechargeable
museum?
internal
Yeah.
lithium-ion
Ooh, it's
battery.
exciting.
Top, this is the port to plug into the camera.
Dun, dun,
This
dun,
prototype
dun,
is going
dun,
to have
dun.
an infrared port right here at the top as well for remotely triggering the camera, as well as built-in Bluetooth.
He likes to
We
push
do
the
have a
buttons.
light sensor right in there, and more to come on that. Right now, I'll just show you a little brief overview of the menu system here. This is a simple timer interface.
I wish we could call it
Okay,
that.
so we have
However
a
many
delay
seconds
you can
we
set
want.
here. This is kind of neat. Okay, okay.
He's pushing numbers and buttons.
Here.
Okay, but this confuses me in general. Now, this is a time lapse photography thing, so you can leave this for like hours with your camera. Tony, what happens if somebody just shows up and takes your camera or your
So that's
time
it for
lapse
that
pro?
one. Then the
You
time-lapse
would
has a lot more
Cry
options.
in the fetal position
Explain
because
more
you
in
lost your
another
camera
video.
gear.
Like, why doesn't this have like an alarm or something? Like, it needs some kind of networking capability, a 3G radio to say,
No,
hey,
if,
oh my
if
god.
you can tether the twine from last week to your camera and then have this
tether a
on.
twine to it.
Yeah,
So that you don't have to redo it
So-
every time.
this
He's still
is-
going.
He's still
And
going.
that's it for
Just
now.
keep
A lot more
swimming.
features
Just
are
keep swimming.
yet to come, but this is the general overview.
At least you still have the, the epic music.
Oh, music's back.
Dun, dun.
It's like
But
gladiator
we can
music.
make videos like this.
Dun, 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 dun. So this is for the lazy person who just wants to like set it and forget it.
Otherwise, you got to be there all day.
Yeah, you gotta be there for 6 hours.
Thanks for supporting Time Lapse Plus.
But I didn't
Ooh.
support
And in all fairness for Time Lapse Plus, they actually did meet their goal. Okay?
Yeah.
They made their money. So we're just the fact that we're making a little fun of the video.
Yeah.
Don't feel so bad for these guys. It's actually a cool product, but I'm still concerned about the idea that it could get stolen so easily.
Yeah, well, if you look at the example he had, I mean, he
Wait,
was-
stolen
he was
with your camera?
Doing,
Well,
well,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
But-
so 2 for the price of 1.
I mean, you would be using this on top of a rooftop, on a building that you broke into.
In
and
a
you're not
valley
supposed
where
to
a
be there.
gorilla
That
could
would-
take it.
Or in the Amazon, in the rainforest.
A gorilla will take it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
well, this is a real issue. If there are gorillas
Right.
there,
Yeah.
right? And, or they're attacking you with that awesome music going on, you clearly.
Well, that's why you don't want to be there when you're doing the time lapse.
I see.
You set it and you run away.
So you sit right next to the gorilla nest and then you pray that it doesn't get destroyed?
Or you're high on top of the trees. And
Oh, gorilla.
Oh, yeah,
Monkeys don't
We want to
climb.
thank Jordan
But-
Bits for that.
Yeah, thank
he
you. Yeah.
actually sent us the
but yeah,
link
this
to
is
that.
just on a little bit serious
Cereal?
Siri note.
Siri
Cereal?
note. Yeah,
Yeah.
on a more Siri note. It's a cool product. It's a little pricey, but I mean, for me.
You know, I like that bit so much. Let's do it again. Ion Theater once more.
Yoo-hoo!
This is the Romobot. Okay, let's see the
Hi,
Romobot.
I'm Peter, and I'm Fu.
And I'm in high school. No, middle
You
school.
know, we've been building robots our whole lives.
They built robots their whole lives.
So one day, Fu came
good.
to me and he said,
So for
why
like
don't we build a robot
10
named
years.
your
Do you think
smart
they-
brain?
Do you,
So
do you
we
think
built
they
one.
coordinate the haircuts?
So I started making apps to make
Probably
the
not.
robot do really cool things.
I think so.
Here's
They
some of the
look
things the robot
fantastic.
can do. Check it out.
Okay.
Why?
It's a robot.
That you control with the.
iPhone.
So you have to have 2 iPhones. So it's like, hey, buddy, let me see your iPhone so I can give you a. Yeah. See what?
iPhones aren't cheap in the first place. Now maybe you can use Android devices.
So you're using an
It's got a
iPhone.
face on
as-
it.
Oh, it's got a face. That makes it better.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a robot that kind of walks around and tracks you. So this is kind of neat if you're.
The tracking is cool.
What the heck would you use that for? I'm a robot. I'm going to track a cube. What?
If you want a robot to watch your cat.
Oh, so the cat can kill your iPhone? It's like, play with me, monkey.
No, wait a second. There's a robot that gave him a soda. How did that even happen?
Well, so you get up and you go to the fridge and you grab the soda, you open it up, and you put it on the other end of the table, and then you use your other iPhone.
Unless
controllers to push
Just
it
get a dog.
You'd have to
Dog
set
can
up-
open the thing and get you a beer, man.
You'd have to set up like a whole set of like roads for this, like a table height, just for this to work. Otherwise, you have to pick it up. You might as well be doing it yourself.
And develop new apps for Romo to make him do new things.
So check
I don't know
back
what to do with my
on
hands,
updates
so
and
yeah.
leave us your suggestions for what
I'm gonna hold him to the side.
What is this thing called?
Hi, I'm Face. Woo!
It's like $78. $78 gets you one. 141 gets you two.
But
and
you would have.
they also met their goal. So again, they only needed 32,000. They came up with 114,000. So they did pretty well. I think it's a cool little product, but I still think that half the fun with the Kickstarter stuff is just seeing the videos. I think
It is.
I don't understand. I still understand. What would you use this for realistically? It's not like a cheap thing, and it's not like you're using cheap things to put it with. It's like, yeah, if it was super cheap, I could
I got an
make
idea.
my cat spaz out.
What if we needed to run cables at TWiT, and there's a really small height kind of thing? You attach the cable to the robot, and it can go. Actually, probably do that in an RC car. Way cheaper, but still.
Yeah, no. Fine. What is something legit?
Chad is skinny. He could do it.
Can we get a shot of Chad?
Yeah, he could just go into the little
Would you
crawl
do that?
space.
He is,
Yeah.
and he's wearing vertical stripes. If we're wearing horizontal, you'd see he's also even thinner. We just need to put a grid on Chad so you can see the dimensionality. That is the 2D OMG Chad.
Yeah, I still don't think of an actual
It's a,
thing
it's
this
a
can use
very
for.
expensive toy.
It's a very expensive toy, which you use this. I'm not, especially my iPhone. If it was like my little iPod, I don't care if that dies a terrible death. This I use on a regular basis. I'm not sacrificing this.
Oh, you know what it is? I think because iPhone users always upgrade every year. So they're counting on the fact that you have an iPhone 4 and an iPhone 4S.
Yeah. Okay. I guess, you know what the thing is? I would imagine if you have money for a set of robots,
Right.
you might have extra
battle.
iPhones around. You're gonna battle.
Oh, if they had arms and they could be like the red and blue guy, you're onto something, Tony. I like where you're going. I like this.
Winner takes the iPhone.
What if you attach? If you get the time lapse, if you could attach the time lapse thing to the iPhone as it moves,
have
via
it track
panning.
like the sun?
Yes.
The movement of the,
There we go.
Oh, okay. Now you're starting to make
And
this
then,
sound
but
better.
don't forget twine for security.
Yeah, we have twine.
Oh,
so
right.
can
It will
communicate.
sense when the gorillas are
Right.
coming close.
Yeah.
All right, we
Vibration.
should wrap up. You got to get to Vegas. We got.
I have to drive to Vegas.
I got to walk all the way back there to take care of TNT stuff. Tony's got to. I don't know what do you got left, Tony?
I got my computer is packed, my laptop is packed, so I'm just gonna sit here.
Is it in the
and-
van that I'm going to drive? Then I'm going
Yes.
to jump over every
Please
single
don't-
road
please
speed
don't-
bump?
Please don't break my.
No off-roading. I can off-road? Off-road. You sure? There's off-roading. I'm driving to Vegas.
I don't think
With Burke from Burke's Workshop. Yeah.
You ever seen that guy?
He's awesome.
Brilliant. That does it for us. We want to thank Chad Johnson
Woo!
for coming in on a day off and being the man with the fancy
I think he
transition.
fell asleep.
He fell asleep. We can get a shot of Chad because he hasn't been told. There we go. There's Chad. Brilliant
Thank you,
work.
Chad.
And you'll be seeing more of Chad on this show, so deal with it, okay? That's what's
Yeah.
gonna happen. We've got some ideas for him, and he's got some ideas for us, so we're psyched about that. And if you know what, you can actually, if you see a story or a Kickstarter, especially a Kickstarter, that we should take a look at.
Video Kickstarter.
Videos are better. Concept videos. We love that kind of stuff. Give us an email at iontwit@gmail.com. It'll be available on our theater. iontwit@gmail.com. That's IONTWIT@gmail.com. Or leave us a voicemail, and you can actually call my desk phone or my iPod Touch now since I have the app. The 321-22-OTHER. That's the number. That's 321-226-8437. I still like the fact that we got 321-22-OTHER.
No, I'm going to call you that phone number right now from my phone, from my work phone and phone.
Next time we'll see you, it will be at 4 o'clock Pacific time.
Woo!
We're wrapping up the week now. We're going to have a killer time slot. It'll be during Liquid Friday. Right now, this is the Liquid. The Liquid will change.
My liquid is water.
Yeah, so that's going to change on the 20th. So no episode next week. The 20th, we'll have an episode, and it'll be lots of fun.
We should do a special one at CES.
A special one at CES, just to...
To kill Eileen and Lynn of all the stress that they're under.
So if you... Probably not, but who knows? It might be unofficial. We might try anything silly anyway. And that's pretty much it for us. So if you see any news, email us. Keep your eye on the news. Send a voicemail. Do all that fun stuff. We'll see everybody soon.
It'll be much prettier on the 20th.
We're gonna have guests on the 20th.
Yes.
We're gonna have a theme on the 20th. Curtis B is gonna be here.
Oh yes.
And his friend who helped make the theme,
Curtis B, I
Joshua Dill, who took care of some of our graphics, he's gonna be on. And then we're gonna just do some more crazy stuff.
I think isn't Chad going to be on that?
Chad might be on the show if he survives.
If not some pre
or
stuff.
a Chad-like person.
Chad-like.
Chad-like person?
You mean like a person with
Red hair.
red hair?
Yes.
Oh. That's crafty.
Chads are not fungible.
No funny.
Thank you, Brian's brother, for the coffee.